The Part 1 of the Article 11 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, adopted by the United Nations, says, everyone charged with a penal offence has a right to be presumed innocent until proved guilty according to law in a public trial at which he has had all the guarantees necessary for his defense. Article 11 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, in fact, further expands the rights given in Article 10. Even if a person is indicted with a penal crime, he has the right to be considered innocent until proved guilty. It is possible that an innocent person is accused of punishable offences. If he is considered guilty even without trial, it is a violation of his basic human rights. One needs to understand the difference between an accused and a guilty. The legal system is supposed to punish a guilty, not an accused. First, the offences made by an accused should be proved according to law in a public trial at which he has had all the guarantees necessary for his defense, and if he is proved guilty, he should be punished accordingly. All the guarantees necessary for a defense has been mentioned in the third point of Article 14 of International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights in these words: in the determination of any criminal charge against him, everyone shall be entitled to the following minimum guarantees in full equality. A. To be informed promptly and in detail in a language which he understands of the nature and cause of the charge against him. B. To have adequate time and facilities for the preparation of his defense and to communicate with counsel of his own choosing. C. To be tried without undue delay. D. To be tried in his presence and to defend himself in person or through legal assistance of his own choosing. To be informed if he does not have legal assistance of this right, and to have legal assistance assigned to him in any case where the interests of justice so require, and without payment by him in any such case if he does not have sufficient means to pay for it. E. To examine or have examined the witnesses against him and to obtain the attendance and examination of witnesses on his behalf under the same conditions as witnesses against him. F. To have the free assistance of an interpreter if he cannot understand or speak the language used in court. G. Not to be compelled to testify against himself or to confess guilt. The Part 2 of the Article 11 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights says, no one shall be held guilty of any penal offence on account of any act or omission which did not constitute a penal offence under national or international law at the time when it was committed. Nor shall a heavier penalty be imposed than the one that was applicable at the time the penal offence was committed. We need to understand this part carefully. It is possible that an action is considered no crime at a particular time. However, on a later stage, the same action is considered a criminal act under any national or international law. For example, according to the Indian Wildlife Protection Act 1972, killing a tiger is a criminal offense. However, if any person had killed a tiger before the passing of this law, he cannot be tried under this penal code. According to the Indian Wildlife Protection Act 1972, the minimum imprisonment prescribed is 3 years, which may extend up to 7 years. Now, suppose a person kills a tiger in India. Maximum imprisonment prescribed is 7 years according to the Indian Wildlife Protection Act 1972. After he committed the crime, suppose the Indian government amends the law and extend imprisonment up to 14 years. The accused, when proved guilty, cannot be given imprisonment for 14 years. It is simply because when he committed the crime, the maximum punishment was 7 years in prison. In case he is imprisoned for more than 7 years, it is violation of his basic human rights according to the Article 11 of Universal Declaration of Human Rights.